everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and we are pillow chatting today. I have two medals to talk about. I got both of them in the mail this week and I'm super excited, so I'm going to take them off because they are quite heavy, especially with both of them together. I guess I'll leave this one on for now, but this one is the Conqueror Challenge. I'll show a close-up. It is really detailed and beautiful. For this one, you choose your own mileage, and because you choose your own mileage, there isn't a mileage on this one, but look, opens. Conquer your goals, make every mile count. It's kind of their phrase, make every mile count. I love how it opens up. It's got the world behind it with some stars. It's just really, really well done and beautiful and very nice and heavy. And then the back is really cool too. It's like, you know, your hero pose there. And then this actually moves. I don't know like how you're supposed to move it. It's got a little dot at the top. Love the little shapes in the corners, just everything about it. And then the actual band itself, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not technical, I don't know what it's called, but it's got the make every mile count and Conqueror 2021, and then the design. They had a design contest for coming up for 2023, and there is the person who won for 2022 who mapped this one out and designed it. But I thought it was really pretty. Basically, you pick your mileage for this one, and I picked 400 miles originally, and then I changed it to 500 miles, and then I earned it. So I ended up getting all 500 miles. I've just been logging them. I talked about this last week. With the Conqueror virtual challenges, I just get off the bike and log the mileage right at the same time. I have my little fitness planner and really, really like it that way. And this one's super cute. It opens up and is really neat on the inside. So I just was excited to earn this one, and now I'm working on the golden triangle one that is an India one. It's very, very beautiful, red and gold, and it is almost 500 miles. It's like 470 something if I'm remembering correctly. So I'm 100 miles into that one already. I've been doing a crap ton of miles with the Power Zone stuff going on, so I am already 100 miles into that one. And like today I did the 45-minute Power Zone class, and then I rode with Bradley Rose on his 2 lives and ended up with 25 miles today. So I've been just racking up the miles lately. It's basically the only exercise I've been doing aside from like lifting up my kids here and there and running around a little bit chasing them. I've just been riding the bike and I've just been loving it. I love the endurance of it. I love the Power Zone classes, and I'm hooked. I just am really into the endurance right now. And yeah, this one super duper cute. And the other one is from the Climb Challenge. I had talked about this, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but I ended up completing it and getting the expert level, and I ended up ordering the medal. It did come, and this one's really neat because it actually has a magnetic piece. It has all 4 of the mountains listed, and I don't know how to say it, but I did the Hawaiian mountain that's the 10,000 vertical feet, and I really, really like everything about this medal. It's super beautiful. I did also end up buying a t-shirt that matched, and I don't know why I did not wear it today. Maybe I'll wear it next Pillow Chat. Just totally didn't even think about it until I sat down, but yeah, super cute. Love the color of all of this. I love that this one is movable, so you can move it around, and yeah, really beautiful. I love any of the Peloton medals, and this is the same thing, Summit Challenge. So this is the Climb Challenge, and I will be doing this one again when they come out with another one of these. It was a hard challenge in a different way. I've done a lot of challenges, and this one was the hardest one because of how much resistance you have to put on to get up to the right output. And yeah, super proud of this one. Probably most proud of this challenge than any of the other ones. Also, I'm pretty proud of the Power Zone Challenge. I'm in week 5, and there is a 90-minute class left this week. I did the 245s, and instead of a 60-minute class, it's a 90-minute class. So I'm a little nervous for that one. When I have done longer distances, it's been me stacking classes back to back. So in between each class, I take a few minutes to stretch as needed and get that little bit of a break, where this is 90 minutes straight and I don't know how it's gonna go. I mean, of course I'll do it, give it my best shot, but usually on Peloton, I'm not really following their cues. And in the 90-minute Power Zone thing, I'm gonna try my best to follow the cues. So I really have enjoyed Power Zone. There's another Power Zone Challenge November 7th. So if you're interested in Power Zone, get signed up before then. They do cut off the signups, and then you could just kind of follow along on your own, but you can't like go in and check everything off. So definitely sign up if you want to. I'll leave the website down below. I think it's just PZ Pack or Power Zone Pack, something like that. I'll make sure I leave it in the description box for you guys. I'm going to try to do that challenge as well, but I think I might do the time crunch version because I want to still do mom's group and still do a little bit of resistance training. And right now I'm like at my maximum capacity of exercising. It's just like cycling all the time and that's it. But yeah, I really, really like the Power Zone. I think I'm going to stick with it. And then usually on these 6-week challenges, the last accelerator or bonus class that you can do, you just choose whatever 30-minute you want, or it says take your FTP, and I think I'm going to do the FTP. I'm really feeling like I need to up my FTP. It's still hard, like I'm not saying it's not hard. All these Power Zone classes are really hard, but I cannot make my resting, like just cycling my legs out, I can't really keep it in zone 1. I feel like if I take the resistance off too much, I'm bouncing too much and I don't like that. And then I just can't possibly pedal that slow. It doesn't feel natural. So I'm just like at my resting, spinning my legs, I'm in zone 2 pretty consistently. I think I do need to up it a little bit. So I'm gonna take the FTP test again in like a week and a half. It's gonna be my last thing in the 6-week challenge. So that'll be fun. I did have one thing happen on the bike. This is the first time this has ever happened, and I am a year and a half or so of owning the bike. I got it in May of last year, so it's been like a year and a half, and a class actually cut out. I was in the middle of a class and the screen went back to the home screen, like where you pick your icon, your leaderboard name off the main screen, and then I had to go log back in and find my class again, and luckily I was still in the class, but it did cut me like a minute out of the class. So it was a really good song. I was pumping really hard, basically like restarted or like closed the app or something. And I've never had that happen before. I don't know what happened at all, and I went back to the class. It was on a different song at that point, even though I was jamming to the other song. I was kind of miffed about that part, and it really messed up my flow. Like I was like, I'm a little bit miffed and I don't know where I am. And I'm in the middle of another song now, do not like, but it's never done that to me before. So it's just something to, I don't know, something that happened. I wanted to make sure to mention it in case it becomes a thing. It's been fine since then. That was just earlier in the week. I was like, WTF, how did that happen? But you know, it's made with software glitches, who knows? I have my little notes in front of me, and one thing I want to talk about is the Conqueror Challenges. I do have a plan for next year. I've got 2 heavy duty, like 1,000-mile and then multiple 1,000-mile ones that I want to accomplish next year. I was adding up my mileage, and at that point, I've done tons of mileage since then, but at that point I was getting close to 2,000 miles for this year, and I feel like it's an accomplishable goal to really aim for these 2 like higher ticket medals, just higher mileage medals. So I think I'm going to work towards those 2. For 2023, I have the Golden Triangle one to finish up, and then I might end up being able to squeeze in one of the smaller ones as well by the time this year wraps up, especially like if my mileage keeps up how it has been. I can at least get the Golden Triangle medal done for the Conqueror Challenge, and then maybe one other one, like smaller ticket one. And then I'll really start fresh the new year with some of the, you know, the bigger mileage ones. So I'd really, really like to at least complete one of those big mileage ones. The thing is, like, it's really gratifying to get the medals every so many 100 miles. So it's going to be a little bit less instant gratification because I'm going to be working towards it for months on end, and it'll give me something to look forward to in the end. But yeah, I really like the idea of trying out one of the bigger honkin' mileage ones. And yeah, guys, I don't have a whole lot to discuss today. I've got two more things on my list, and that's it. So rower, I have seen the first initial people reviewing the actual rower, like going into the showroom, trying it out, and they loved it. They had lots of great things to say about the rower, like it's super quiet, it's super comfortable, it's really intuitive, everything about it's gorgeous, it's easy to turn from flat to upright really easily, and there is a rower in the Austin showroom, so I've just got to find a time that I can go up there and test that puppy out. I would really love to test it out, but I'm also nervous about testing it out because then I'm really, really gonna want one, and I already really want one. Like, everybody's talking about it, it looks fancy, and I just love the way it looks. We have room in the home gym for this, and yeah, I really want it. I really hope they do some sort of nice sale on it sometime next year so that I can purchase it. But yeah, I want it. I really want to go try it out in the showroom. We were over sort of near it because it's way on a different side of Austin from us, but we were kind of close to that for something, and I was like, oh, I could you know, I could schedule this like an hour after our other thing going on, but I chose not to. I'm trying to resist and hold off just a little bit longer because I really just do not want to spend that much money. I think it's absurd. And the more I think about it, I'm just going back and forth so much on it. I just do not want to spend that much money on it. So I'm just waiting. I want to see the price come down. I want to see some sales on it, and then I might grab me one. I'm very excited about it. Too excited about it. But yeah, I cannot wait for people to get them and start really reviewing them in depth and having them more than just like, you know, a 15-minute demo in the showroom. I want to see in real time how they stack up. They look so nice, and seeing them being used in the showrooms really makes me want one. Anyway, moving on from there, I had a huge milestone today. That's why my hair is wet. I ended up working out again and washing my hair, and I ended up riding in 2 sessions. I did my Power Zone this morning. I totally cheated to get my 500 ride be a live ride because I did a warm up and 2 cool downs to get to 499 so that my live ride would be number 500. Sort of cheated to get the 500 be a live ride, but I ended up taking Bradley Rose's 2 live rides this afternoon, hitting my 500 ride, and super excited about this because this was my goal for 2022 as far as my fitness and my cycling. I really just wanted to hit 500 rides, and I totally did it. Now I'm at 501 because I took both of the little classes back to back. Today was a big day, 25 miles altogether between the 2 biking sessions, and yeah, just feeling great, really loving the bike, really loving pushing more mileage and more pace on the bike. I think the Power Zone classes are really helping me improve all around, just endurance, speed, my pace has gone up, my resistance can be higher now. It's just all around making me a better cyclist, at least on the Peloton bike. Maybe not so much road, but definitely on the actual Peloton. I'm getting much, much better at it and being able to get more mileage in for even just a 30-minute class. I'm getting pretty consistently like 8.5 miles on a 30-minute class, which is really good, way better than I used to be able to get. And I'm just enjoying it. Even on my days I'm not doing Power Zone, I'm usually doing a 30-minute class and just really enjoying it. I find now, like, I took a 20-minute and a 15-minute this afternoon, and the 20-minute felt like it flew by. You know, I'm used to these longer classes because of the Power Zone and then taking 30 minutes in between on other days. And yeah, having that be like a 20-minute class, I was like, oh my gosh, this class is almost over. It had like 6 minutes left in it, and I was still like jamming out, still enjoying it. But then I stacked it with a 15-minute. So it was still pretty good, 35 minutes altogether, but shocked I got to 500 classes already. I still have, you know, a few more months. This is the end of September, so I've got a few more months to see what I can do. I'm excited to see how far I can push this and see what number I get to by the end of the year. My next like major milestone is 1,000 rides, so that's gonna be a long way off. I don't really care about like the smaller ones in between. If they have a 750, I think that's a pretty good one, but I don't care about, sometimes they're every 50 rides and sometimes they're every 100 rides. I don't know what the things are moving forward, but I'm really happy to hit 500. That was a big, big mark, big milestone for me, and I'm just glad that I did it. I think that's everything on my list. I don't have a whole lot to talk about this time. I'm not really like heated about the rower anymore. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for a sale, waiting for a price drop, waiting for people to really start reviewing them in depth after using them a lot in their house. And yeah, so the initial reviews are very, very good. I will say the Connecting the Watts dude did a demo at the studio and talked really in depth about it. And he's tried other rowing machines and compared it to other rowing machines. And he's like, will I recommend this to people? He's like, not unless you're like the most diehard of Peloton fans because the price is outrageous. I was like, thank you. Like, thank you. There's somebody who's talking sense. There's so many people out there, and even like commenting on my videos, they're like, at Peloton, it's worth the price. You knew, you know, going into it, the price is going to be higher. And yes, I did. I knew it was going to be higher. I just didn't know it was going to be that high. And also, like, when I'm trying to compare that to something like the Concept 2 that everybody raves about, I just don't know how it's like basically $2,200 more than that. And that's the part that gets me. It's like, I know it doesn't have the big fancy screen. I know it's not as beautiful, but it's $1,000. Like, that's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's still a splurge. Anything we're talking about home gym stuff is a total splurge, but yeah, it's a lot of money. So I'm not taking it lightly, and I really just want to buy it, even though it's so expensive, but I'm holding off. And yeah, I want that rower. I want that rower so bad. I'm hoping they'll do some reasonable price drops here and there. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys like this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know if you have fitness goals for 2022 and what they are. And if you want to tell me how they're going, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to hear from you. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.